What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. We're gonna go over our friend Bitcoin. Currently, we're sitting at 23,568. We're down 1.5 on the day. We're seeing a market cap of 448 billion, and the 24-hour volume is sitting at 25.98 billion. Let's hop into the charts. We're gonna start here on the 4-hour time frame. So we've been talking about this 5-wave move to the upside. Wave 1 of the larger wave 3, which is here in pink. Just going to move everything over as price has come over a little bit here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're working towards all your goals and aspirations. That would be 5. That would be 3. That would be 4. Okay, perfect. So it does look like we've completed a wave 1 of the wave 3. So your target zone for a wave 2 pullback would be in between about 21.4 and about 22.5. Now, if we do come all the way down to 21.4, it also lines up with an ascending support line, which is what we've been watching here on the channel which is what we've been watching here with this channel. So as you can see, about 21.1. Or we'll come in at about 21. Yeah, about 21.4 is the ascending support line of this ascending channel. And that lines up here with the 0.786. So what we may look at here is we come down, we create an A leg, we create a B, and then we create a C to bring us down to this yellow box and see that wave 2 pullback. Now, if we were to come lower and we come down and we break this low here at about 20.7K, and it validates this as a 1, 2, 3, and we'd have to be looking at a corrective pattern. But as of right now, we are respecting this wave count. So if we bounce in between 21.4, 22.5, then we can see a huge push for our wave 3 all the way up to about 30.3K. Now the wave 3 within the wave 3 can be measured here. If we take a trend-based fib extension from the bottom of wave 1 to the top, let's say we pull back to 21.4K, then your wave 3 here, can pull this down a little bit, would bring you up to about 27.9K. You'd put in your wave 4 and you'd put in your final wave 5 of the larger wave 3. All right, guys, if you're new to Elliott Wave, please do some research on Google. There's some incredible videos. As I know, for beginners, it sounds like an alien language. If we look on the 1-hour time frame, we did have a bearish divergence. We were creating higher highs while creating lower highs in the RSI, and that is starting to play out. So just look for a potential ABC correction to bring us down to this yellow box in between 21.4 and 22.5. If we were to bounce here and see continuation to the upside, we have met the minimum target, the 0.382 at 23K for a wave 2 pullback. So it is a possibility if we come up and break this high at about 24.5 that we would begin to put in the wave 3. But I think it's more likely that we see a little bit more pullback, in my opinion. But of course, anything can happen. If we pop over to our next chart, which is here on the daily, Bitcoin is still looking pretty strong. We're creating higher highs and higher lows, seeing a nice little uptrend. We do have a technical target of about 25.9. I would expect you to push up to this wick here at about 26.6K. It is looking healthy for continuation here on the daily. As you can see, these wicks here, the bears are pushing the price back down as they did here, and then we went through a bit of a larger correction. So if we do come down, your major level of support to watch is about 21.6, which lines up pretty close here with the 0.786 at about 21.4. So a little bit more confidence if we do continue to correct that we could potentially see a bounce off that level. Now, I do think we're still going through a relief rally, and we're still looking at one more wave down in the market. And as you can see with this ascending channel here, if we push up to the level of resistance, let's say we come down to this support, we push up to this resistance, it lines up with the wave 4 pullback in between the 0.382 and the 0.5. And there's another confluence here. We have this descending trend line right here. So if we slowly make our way up here to the 0.5, we might do a little something like this. We have to also watch this trend line of resistance, which would be coming in at about 30K. That's another major level for Bitcoin to see a potential rejection. If we break the 0.5, if we break this cluster of resistance, then I would be convinced that the bottom is in, and we're going to see continuation to the upside. We come up, we break this trend line, we come up to the golden ratio. However, personally, I still think there's one more wave down in the market, and it might not take place until September, October, as we slowly make our way up to the 0.5 here at about 29.4K. but September's do tend to be dumpy, so it's just something to keep in mind. All right, guys, I do think there's one more wave down to bring you down to about 11 to about 13k, 14k before seeing a turnaround in the market. But it's just my opinion. It's not financial advice. We can look at previous bear markets and you can see all the relief rallies before finally putting in a bottom. So I do think this is a wave 1, wave 2 pullback, your large wave 3. We're going through a wave 4, looking for a final wave 5 to the downside. But I could be completely wrong, so just take it with a grain of salt. All right, guys, that's basically it for this one. In the short term, if we bounce from this level and we break this previous high at about 24.6k, then you'd be looking at a wave 3 to take you all the way up to about 28.6k. But I think it's more likely that we put in a little bit of an ABC correction and at least come down to about 22.5. And if we do come down to 21.4k, it lines up with the support of this ascending channel here in blue, and also lines up with this trend line of support coming in at about 21.6. All right, guys, that's basically it for BTC. We recently locked in some juicy gains on our Matic trade as well as our Gala trade. As you can see, up 30% on Gala. Locked in some juicy profits on Matic as well at 22%. Currently, we're in an Ethereum trade, which is in profits. So if you want my exact entries, exits, and take profits, it's $10 until the end of today, and then it's going up to $25 a month. But you can lock yourself in at $10 right now for life as long as you don't leave and re-enter. And you can sign up through the Patreon. You also have access to over 2,000 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. And if you want to trade with me, check out my full length tutorial over on Bybit, my favorite exchange for trading, $4,500 in bonuses. You can follow me on IG if you want to keep up with my travels. Make sure to smash that like button, and I will see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.